To get the sheer scale of his success, you first have to understand the depth of his struggle. Leonardo was born in 1452, the illegitimate son of a respected legal official and a peasant girl. In the rigid world of 15th century Italy, this was a serious handicap. Being born out of wedlock meant he was barred from going to university and from joining his father's respectable profession. He had no formal education in the classics, Latin, or advanced math. By all accounts, he was an outsider with a very questionable future. While his paternal family was moderately prosperous and owned some land, they weren't the ruling elite. It was his father, Ser Piero, who pulled some strings to get him an apprenticeship in the workshop of Andrea del Verrocchio, one of Florence's top artists. This was his one shot. In the bustling, competitive world of Renaissance Florence, Leonardo was just another apprentice learning to mix paint. He had no huge inheritance to coast on and no powerful family name to open every door. Everything he would achieve, he had to build himself. But this challenging start, this problem of his birth, actually became his greatest asset. It forced him to be different. Since he couldn't rely on traditional paths to success, he had to invent his own. It bred in him a fierce self-reliance and an observational skill that was second to none. He couldn't read the great classical books, so he decided to read the book of nature instead. He studied the flight of birds, the flow of water, and the anatomy of the human body, not because a professor told him to, but because his survival depended on seeing the world as it truly was, and finding opportunities nobody else could. His underdog status wasn't a barrier, it was the foundation of his entire financial playbook.